Okay. Tremaine, can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, cool. So Tremaine, tell me what you've been up to.
Well, recently I've been working. When I first started, since this virus started, I was working on PowerPoints for our next get together.
Oh, okay.
Networking or based on computer science.
Good job, Tremaine.
Too. I'm working on a light novel.
Oh, really? Are you doing it with David Hurd as well, or no?
Well, he's doing his own thing. He's like, he was talking about doing a partnership to illustrate how my business can do. Like, yeah, his own things, but I kind of work on things of my own, like how to draw.
Yeah.
Stuff.
May I ask, who's your inspiration for drawing?
Inspiration?
Yeah, like a good example would be like Jim Lee, Todd McFarlane, Tom Silvestri, Stan Lee.
Matt Groening?
Oh, I know that. Oh, Mark Groening from The Simpsons. Excellent. That's good. Have you been like doing any other activities as well, like exercising, maybe some bird watching?
40 push-ups every day.
Oh, good. You said 40?
40.
Well, that's good. I'm very proud of you. And
Yeah, and also,
okay, so that's good. Even keeping with that. Give you a little preview for PowerPoint. We're learning. We'll be learning in PowerPoint how to present a presentation and have the letters pop up like a typewriter. And guys, we now have Adriana Lopez in this killer way.
That's what I was looking, Mark.
Yo, lady. All right. And so let's thank Tremaine for that. Let's give him a hand. All right. Our next guest will be Mr. Wesley Merlin. Mr. Wesley Merlin, what have you been up to, sir?
Oh, since Monday, I haven't been doing much besides necessities, just going to the grocery store and just keeping safe.
Okay, even putting your gloves on, buddy.
Oh wait, the gloves and the mask and all that.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool, guys. Have you been reading anything interesting, Wesley?
I haven't been reading anything besides the news. No.
All right.
Mark, I'm hearing a little static in the background.
Let me see what it is. Let me try something. Hold on. Oh, Sasha's mute. Liz is mute. Who's the one with the static? Oh, okay. You hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. So, who am I talking? Oh, Wesley. Okay, Wesley. Wesley, have you? Wesley, Wesley, do you have any plans for the weekend?
Oh, do I have any plans for the weekend? No, not yet.
Here's the go. The next one I'm going to go to is Mr. Brian. So, Brian?
Yes.
Can you tell us what you've been up to during these times?
Monday, what I did on Monday, I did exercise in the morning. I watched highlights of sports, of soccer on the internet, and reading a book, and watching YouTube videos, and that's all I've been doing.
Now I gotta ask, you're sitting in an interesting setting. Is it like, are you on your balcony, your porch or something?
Porch.
Oh, okay, cool. Oh,
yeah, I'm in my porch. That's my back on my porch, like my back outside of the house.
You got a nice view.
Yeah.
That's cool. All right, let me go to the next person right there. Let's go to Adriana. Hey, Adriana, can you hear me?
Okay.
I lost Adriana. Oh, she's right over there. Okay. Now. to?
Nothing much.
Nothing. I know last we talked, you were playing Grand Theft Auto 5, right? Is it on the PS3 or PS4?
I'm not on it.
No?
No.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll tell you what I've been up to. I've been doing a lot of work from home, you know, lesson plans, calling guys, things of that nature. So listen to this, guy. Right now, we're going to talk about information interviews, okay? Oh, I forgot to ask Andrea. Andrea, what are you been up to, Andrea? Hey. Wait, hold on. Netflix?
Bark.
Hey, oh. Wait. All right. So, Andrea watching TV?
Mark,
Yeah. Hey, Sasha.
hey, my battery is 10%. I need to get going, and I need to pay my food.
Oh, yeah. Take a quick picture of you guys, okay?
Okay.
Sasha, thank you for joining us, okay?
You're welcome, Ben. It's great to see all of you guys.
It's nice to see you guys too.
All right, Sasha. I'll see you later, okay, Sasha?
Bye.
See you
Have a
later,
good weekend.
Sasha.
Enjoy your food, okay, Sasha?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So the next part we're going to talk about is information interviews, okay?
Okay.
I won't be able to see your faces, so, all right. So, man, I might need you to be able to see your Okay. So, Mobot, what's an information interview?
Good question.
It's like, it tells you it's not a job. It's just information to tell you what is about the job is about.
Yeah.
Good job,
Like,
Mobile.
I'm hearing background noise.
I know, hold on. There's a background noise. Is someone watching a telenovela here?
Probably Liz.
It's
Probably
not.
Wait,
Liz.
is someone watching Maria La del Barrio right now?
Maria.
Liz probably.
Yeah.
Wait, that's old, right? They don't pass that anymore.
That's with
Then
the
probably
actress
Liz.
Thalia.
Oh, okay.
La
Rebelde.
Rosa.
RBD.
Red.
All right. Let's go to let's go to Andrea. Andrea, in your opinion, what do you think is an information interview?
An informational interview is basically like asking them questions on what they do and just tell them about themselves.
Mm-hmm. Okay, you got it. Now
Good job, Andrea.
Hey, Mr. Tremaine, can you tell me your? Oh, sorry. Tremaine, can you hear me? Oh, you can't. Hold on. He's mute. Unmute. Oh, Tremaine. Yeah. Hold on, guys. Why is he unmute? It's unmuted, right? Oh, hold on.
Sorry, I'm back.
Oh, there you go, bud. Hey, Tremaine, question. Can you tell me a little bit what is an information interview? Like your
Informational interview.
Yeah.
So I think it's more like an interview that has to do with gathering information about the person.
Okay. Now let's go to Mr. Wesley Merlin. Mr. Wesley, you there, sir?
I'm here.
Wesley, can you tell us a little bit of what, in your opinion, what is an information interview, sir?
Informational interview is an interview. You connect with someone when you're seeking information about the career you're looking into, or like the job.
Okay, great answer. Now, who didn't I ask? Liz, is Liz there? Guys. Liz?
Yes.
Oh, it's just you're not moving at all. You're kind of holding still. How you doing that? No, I'm just kidding. Okay, Liz, in your opinion, what is
Is somebody eating chips? We're gonna have to mute that person.
Sorry, Ben.
Huh?
Sorry.
Oh, what was that?
Yeah, someone's eating chips. It's cause like it's what women say. Like,
I'm not.
if someone's eating chips, you can hear it all through the audio. You know.
Yeah, and if Mark doesn't mute you guys can also mute yourselves, okay? So just know that, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, sounds good.
Where's Oh yeah. Okay. So Wesley gave me a good answer. Liz, what is it in your opinion? What is the information interview?
In information interview is like telling them about yourself.
Yeah. Answer.
All right. Let's go to Adriana Left Eye Lopez from TLC.
No, I don't want no scrubs. A scrub is a man who can get no love
Oh
from.
my god, that.
That
See, I know it. I'm good. You see that?
On me.
Okay, no, go ahead, Adriana. Go ahead.
What was that question?
Oh, hey, what's an informational interview?
You tell about yourself, what you want in the future. And that's all.
So here's the deal, guys. Okay. There's we all have a private objective and a public objective, right? The public one is the information interview saying, hey, you know, I want to find out what you're doing, you know, and I might think of seeking that career, right?
Yeah.
However, your private, I'm used to this. However, your private objective, you want a job from them, but you don't want to tell them that. Make sense?
Yeah.
That's why it's always good to have your resume ready. Okay. Now I'm gonna read something for extra. Okay, guys, and a couple of links as well.
Man.
Information interviews can be a great job hunting resource. They're like jobs interviews, except you ask all the questions about an occupation, not a specific job. You have two goals during the interview. First, learn about the occupation to see if it might suit you. Second, establish a connection with the person you're interviewing. If handled properly, informational interviews can lead to job search suggestions or contacts, or even job offers. So it's kind of like, it's networking in a way, right, guys?
Right.
Obviously, it's kind of hard finding a job right now because no one's want to work at Amazon, you know.
That's a good point, Mark.
But right now it's kind of hard. Like if you're trying to get your dream job, it's somewhere there. But right now we're living in an interesting time, as if like time kind of froze. You know, make sense so far.
But this is good information, you know, to have. A lot of us already know what these things are, right, Brian? Right, Andrea? Right, Mobad? Right, Lizzie?
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
But when this is all said and done, you know, and things get back to normal, we're gonna put these skills to use again, right? So just know that.
Right.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm gonna read a couple more things, okay, crew?
All right.
So benefits. Information interviews provide many benefits. You make a contact and a connection with someone, right? Learn about the company, industry, and job. Gain confidence as you practice your interviewing skills, and possibly learn about hidden unadvertised jobs. So like the part what I like the best about hidden unadvertised jobs. Like in the past when I've applied a job position, when I used to work, when I was an employment services intern for the San Mateo County, I was doing community services in South San Francisco, okay? That's in Northern California. I remember like my objective was basically direct people, be referral resources to people that needed service. Like let's pretend Andrea, and I'm pretending, okay, Andrea? You're homeless and you need a place to stay, right? I will be a referral resource and I'll tell you the places you could stay. Or maybe like pretend Brian is married, right? And I'm just pretending Brian, okay? And you need food, right? And say, Mark Anthony, I don't know where to get food at. I would refer you to two food banks. One is for your vegetables and one is for your protein, okay?
Yeah.
Or it could be like let's pretend Mobot. If Mobot's saying, well, hey, you know, I need someone to help me with my resume, then I can refer you to like a job place, an employment office. Make sense, Mobot?
Right.
Or it could be like Liz. Let's pretend Liz is like, hey, how do I file for unemployment? I can refer you to there. Or let's pretend we have a gentleman right here, Tremaine. And I'm like, hey, Tremaine's like, well, you know, I want to switch careers. What should I do? And I'll refer you again to an employment office. But you guys see the examples right there?
Yeah.
So I remember one day, like, I was working at the community services, I was referring people, and these group of people came in. It was called Gate Path. It was my old job. Well, at the time, it wasn't my job, but I asked them, I briefly did an information interview, introduced myself, told them, hey, my name is Mark Anthony. I'm doing community services. Can I ask what are you guys up to? And they informed me that they were packing food for the homeless. And I'm like, oh, okay. And they briefly informed me that they were doing like a graduation event and need someone to take pictures at the time. So I go ahead and volunteered my services. I'm like, okay. So when the time came for the event, I was taking pictures. And one of them asked me, like, well, I like the way you talk to people, to the participants. Would you be interested in a position that we don't have offered yet? I'm like, sure.
Hey, Mark.
Uh-huh.
Do you mind if my brother Steven joins us?
Of course.
Because he's here.
Boy,
All right.
Yeah, we have a guest right here. All right. Haven't seen that guy in a while.
Hey, Steve.
Ask him if he wants to join in. Okay. Long time no see, bud.
Hey, how you doing?
Mark Anthony here, and Exceptional Children Foundation. We have a couple of class people you might know, like there's Andre right there, right? Somewhere right there. And then we have a Liz carrying her canine companion. We have Lizbeth today. We have Tremaine mysteriously in the dark. We have Bryant. We have Adriana. We have Benjamin and Wesley as well. What I was telling everybody the story is like basically like because I conducted a spot for an informational interview, it did lead to an unadvertised job opening, which eventually, I competed for and I got the job at Gate Path, being both a job coach and instructor. And that's how my career started for this type of
nice.
Yeah, so we have a guest today. So I guess I haven't seen you in a while. What have you been up to, bud?
Nothing. Just came back from school and then I've been chilling, doing some online classes. That's about it.
Oh yeah, that's kind of great. Well, I mean, I can't ask you have any plans for this weekend. I mean,
I know.
I guess it's looking out the window of all of us and being on a computer. But well, we're glad that you're back.
Oh yeah. I'm happy to be back too. But it's I don't know, just bad circumstances, I guess.
Yeah. Hey, have you thought about your career since we last talked?
Yeah. Actually, you know what? I have, but I don't know. It's been really busy. I haven't been like putting like too much thought on it yet.
Yeah, you're still kind of exploring your options, right?
Yeah.
I mean, like now's a great time because again, time froze for everybody here. Nothing's moving, I mean, it's like you can walk outside, but you gotta have your like a glove up and your mask.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a very interesting times. But yeah, well, all right. If you want to hang in for the rest of the chat, you're more than welcome to.
No, I'll give back.
You can download that on your phone. It's called Zoom.
I know I have Zoom already.
Yeah. Well, okay.
Thank you. I'll definitely email you.
Okay. Andrea has my email. She'll shoot it to you. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
I gotta send you the picture. All right. So the information interview is very powerful, right, guys?
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's in a way. In addition to that, you could do that for. Let's pretend if you need. Let's pretend you work with someone, right?
Yeah.
You don't know this person really well, but you work with them in that group. An information interview can help you get insight with that person, so basically you can develop like a stronger relationship. Does that make sense?
Yes.
It could be like, let's say, for example, if
Microsoft,
yes. And well, I'll get to Microsoft in a second. But let's say, for example, if Andrea wanted to work at Microsoft and she wants to be an instructor, but she wants to know what's the correct path she should take, Andrea, well, if you were to speak to, let's pretend this is Jennifer, and right here, how would you conduct an information interview with her?
You got me on the laughing face.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Mark.
So how if she was right here, like, hello, Andrea,
Oh my God.
like ask her some, what would you ask her if you want to be an instructor like her?
How did you come along of being an instructor and instructing at Microsoft?
And she would tell you, well, I went to school, I did some volunteer work, that kind of deal, right? Let's go to Brian really quickly. Brian, what would you ask Jennifer?
Oh, kind of like what we do with Audubon.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah, because if you think about it, if you really think about it in this world, we're constantly doing information interview to get different types of to get to know people, right?
Yeah.
Right.
No. So like, let's go to Brian. Now, unfortunately, Brian has not been to Microsoft yet. He was this close in going, but due to the apocalypse.
This close.
Yeah, due to
This close.
Yeah, that close. You know, but we will be having a virtual session with Microsoft pretty soon. That's in the works.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm playing tag right now with Jennifer. Okay. So, Brian, let's pretend you want to be an instructor at Microsoft, right? What other questions could you ask? Or let's pretend it's you. Everybody here wants to be an instructor. We're pretending, okay? What other questions we could ask?
I'll be like, what's a good possibility to be an instructor?
Okay. Now let's go to Mobile. Mobile, what could we ask her?
How many years you've been in your career doing this?
Okay, excellent. I like that one very much. Okay. Now, Liz, can you add on to that?
Let me think.
Vaya.
Vaya, quiere pensar la señorita.
Oh my. While she's speaking, I'll be taking a sip of my nice water here.
Me too.
Me too.
Remember, it's very important to keep hydrated, people. You're supposed to
yeah.
water. Oh, those guys.
Hey, Mark, I'm thinking of getting one for my little brother.
You should. That's my opinion.
I showed Brian the Onyx bottle, the 40 ouncer.
Magnificent. I love that.
And yeah, I think I'm gonna be getting him that one because he's been using my mom's.
Yeah, so that'd be a great idea. Well, hold on. Let me before I forget, because I kind of forget. Liz, what would you, for the information interview portion, what would you ask to good old Jennifer?
How can I know more about the company? Like,
that's cool.
There we go.
How long have you been working here for?
Okay.
And
All right.
how many hours do they give you?
Oh, you on fire. Okay, I like it.
He's on fire. He's on fire.
And what can I do to learn more about the company?
Okay. You are doing great. Let's go to Adriana.
Oh, and I'm sorry.
That's all right. Okay. It's all right.
What clothes do I have to wear? Or what shoes do I have to wear?
Okay.
Things like that.
All right. Let's go to Adriana. Adriana, what would you ask Jennifer? Anything. Like you can ask her like, hey, do you guys give swag gear, you know? That kind of deal, right?
How many hours you get?
Okay, I like that one. And do you have any more you want to add or no?
No.
That's cool. Let's go to Mr. Wesley Merlin. Mr. Wesley Merlin, what would you ask?
Oh, I'd ask, is the work consistent? Is the work just how well does it? Well, I guess I could ask how well does it pay,
Yeah.
or are you satisfied with the pay like that?
Okay. Yeah, you
Are you ever bored at your job?
Oh,
like,
that's perfect.
is the work like? Does it keep you busy, or are there like periods of inactivity?
Mm-hmm.
What attracted you to the position?
Yes, you got it.
That's the question.
That's perfect. Okay, guys. What about Benjamin? You there, Benjamin? I think his mic's mute. That's fine. Okay. Well, one of the questions, like, I'm gonna read you a list of questions, okay, guys?
Alright.
All right. So, questions to ask. Since you probably don't have much time, pick only a few important questions to ask. Here are some ideas. So, in other words, you don't want to ask like 20 questions. You want to ask like maybe between 3 to 10,
Right.
right? Or 7. How did you get into this type of work, this job? What type of preparation, educational training did you have? What is required? What do you enjoy the most, the least? What 3 skills do you use most often? Describe a typical day or week. What motivates you? Describes difficulties you regularly face on a job. What are the advancement opportunities and limits? How does a person usually progress in this field? What must a person know to stay competitive? What's the economic outlook for this career? How does your job affect your home life? What are your typical entry-level job titles and duties? How do you suggest I learn more about this field? And here are my strengths. How do they fit in this field? Now, guys, I know it's a lot of stuff I just read, right?
Right.
I'll be providing this in the email form as a document so we can study it. So when the next time we have Christine, which she just texted and she's out in the field, yeah, she apologized. She will be available for the next session, okay, guys? It'll be Monday.
Monday, what time?
Oh, 3 o'clock. So the way we're doing it, guys, is like it's a Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 3 to 5. You know?
Oh, it's Monday, Wednesday, and Friday?
Yeah. But the thing is, if you can't make it on a Wednesday or on a certain day, that's okay, guys.
I thought it was Monday and Friday.
We're throwing Wednesday as well as an option.
Oh, I thought.
So we're very flexible with it.
We didn't meet last Wednesday. I thought.
No, because we're doing it 3 days a week, but you don't have to attend the whole 3 days. Does it make sense?
Oh, but I thought. Did we meet last Wednesday?
No. So we didn't. No, we just came up with this yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah. So starting next week, we're gonna meet up Monday and Wednesday and Friday. But if you can't come to all 3 sessions, that's okay. Come to 2 instead. Make sense?
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, because as you know, and also we'll be providing, like, let's pretend if Mobot is stuck on a computer, like computer learning, I can provide a group session about that as well. Make sense?
Right.
With this, what we're doing right now is your kind of like your own personal tutoring in a way. You know?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, think of it that way.
Okay.
Again, like, you have to keep in mind that the world is just frozen. Nothing's going on. I mean, look at my shirt, guys. I have my Disneyland shirt, and I can't go to Disneyland. Okay?
And me too, Mark. I cannot go Universal.
Yes. So I can't go anywhere. Make sense, guys? Like Andrea, we can't even go to the Dodgers game, right?
I know
they
they do.
So what we can do in the meantime is like practice these skills, because let's pretend Andrea, right? Let's pretend that in the next few months, well, let's pretend the Dodger Stadium opens back up. We're at the game. And guess who Andrea runs into? Number 35. And who's number 35?
Cody Bellinger.
Yes, but guess what? Because you practice the information interview, you're not going to be going all blank. You're going to know what to ask. See what I'm saying? Now that's what information interview comes in.
Man.
Make sense?
Okay.
Yeah.
Question: do we have any LAFC fans? What's it called? Los Angeles Football League fans? Oh,
Los Angeles Football Club. Los Angeles Football Club.
Okay, that guy right there. So Brian, so the information interview would come in handy for that too, you know?
Yes.
It's kind of like what's the answer to question a stated one? And Wesley, if I'll phrase it and you can correct me, okay, Wesley?
Sure.
But in a way, it's like, how do you? It's kind of like saying, "Hey, is the job boring?" Right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a good question to ask, because you don't want to be taught. You don't want the person to tell you like a job totally sucks, right?
No.
No.
No, because in other words, you really think about it, you want that person to be like very passionate, like very excited to be working there. You know?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like Andrea, right, Andrea? When you go to Autobahn,
Yeah.
is it exciting?
Yeah.
You do the habitat restoration, you know?
More or less, yeah.
Yeah, right. Or it's kind of like I'll give you an example about me. When I come to ECF every day to work, I'm very excited to work. You know, you can tell
Right.
if I wasn't excited, I wouldn't have a happy face. I'd be like this, but you know, so I'm always with a smile. And you know me, I need to have my black cup of coffee, and we get the class rolling. You know.
Yeah.
So basically, like, it's like Mobot. Mobot, I know you love, and I use that. Wait, hold on.
He does love going to Universal
Oh,
Studios.
yes, he has the letter L, okay? He loves Universal. Is that true, Mobot?
Yes.
Now, question, Mobot. When you work at Universal Studios, or when you were working, does the time go by fast or slow?
Oh yeah, before is my break and I do the trade machine and everything. The time goes fast. Before you know it's my first break.
Yeah, right. Or like, let's go to Adriana. Adriana Left Eye Lopez. Question: when you do work at your other jobs, does the time go slow or fast for you?
Adriana Toro,
Yes.
it goes by fast.
Yeah, because you like what you're doing, right?
Right.
Now let's go to Bryant really quickly. Bryant, when you're in school, because what's the college you're going to again?
Southwest and West LA.
Okay, when you were actually in there before all this happened, did you enjoy going to school?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, right. It makes the time go by a little fast, right?
Yeah.
So here's the deal. Like when you do something you don't like, time slows down.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
it
that's
does.
true.
My
That's
classes
true.
online go slow.
Yeah, because you're
Oh
bored
my
out of your
God.
mind, right? But it just, it just depends it depends like on the type of speaker you're dealing with. Excuse me.
Yeah.
The personality of that person, right?
Yep.
It's like, here's my problem when I come to ECS. Time goes by too fast. That's why you guys notice, like in class, I'll extend it to 2 o'clock, right?
Right.
Oh,
yeah.
And I'm like, oh, geez, the day's already over, you know. Wow. I need some work, you know, because I enjoy what I do with you guys. Does it make sense?
Right.
Yeah. All right. So let's look at this right here, okay? I'm going to read something else, okay? Ready, guys?
Right.
Yeah.
And then at 4 o'clock, we'll take a 20-minute break. Deal? Are you guys okay with that?
Yeah.
Yes.
So at 4 o'clock, we're taking a 20-minute break, and then we'll log back on at 4:20. Is that okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. Okay. That way, we got to practice taking breaks too, you know?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Hold on, crew. I'm gonna read this one.
Brian, did you tell Shantice to join in?
I told her, and she said she's gonna join in a bit.
Well, that's all right. She can join in at 4:20. Make sense, guys?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if you guys, like for example, I sent David Hurd an email and Shantice. They when they look at their emails, they need to accept my invite, like another one I sent. That way, I can just instantly send them into the meeting. Make sense?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
kind of
definitely.
yeah. So let me continue reading this, okay, guys? All right. Afterwards, when your scheduled time is almost up, end the interview. Before you leave, tell the person that you'd like to be of service anytime he or she needs it. Ask for referrals to others who might be available for an information interview. Get his or her business card. Immediately send a thank you note, or in this case, people, by email too, okay? Evaluate how well you conducted the interview. Decide how to weigh what the interviewee said. Take what you heard with a grain of salt and trust your own judgment. Review the notes you took and decide your next step. What you eventually to get a job, tell your interviewees about it. They want to know how your search ended. So in other words, people, you're trying to get more information, right?
Right.
Like, who's that right? Hold on for 1 second, okay, guys?
Okay.
I'm stepping away for a moment.
Hey, people.
Hey, guys, come on in.
Hey.
Hey, Liz. She's frozen.
Okay, I'm back. Yeah. All righty then.
No, she did got frozen.
No, hold on.
Yeah, she got frozen.
Oh my, hold on. Sorry about that. Yeah, I put my mic on. That's why my voice sounds a little clearer. I have a little mic, kind of like a radio show. All right. So, let's see. Let me give you another example where I did an information interview on somebody, and I asked them for another contact from there. Make sense?
Yeah.
Story will I tell? Let's see. Was it a microphone? I'm trying to think. Well, has that ever? Okay, have you guys ever conducted an information interview where basically you got information from someone and you asked for another referral? Has that ever happened? Oh, Sasha is a great example. So I remember we did an information interview with Sasha a while back.
Yeah.
You know, ask her passion or hobbies. You know, how she did. She was the advocate group for West Side Regional Center. And she informed me out of that information interview that she had a contact with a Cuban bakery, a family friend that works there. Through that contact, I was able to get that, and as other people from the class, we went and we were able to solicit another information interview. Do you remember? Were you there for that one, Adriana? Or not?
Huh?
No, you weren't there. It was somebody else. Somebody here, huh? Darn it.
I remember it was Tanner.
Tanner, yes. So basically, it's like you're trying to get a lead from another lead. Does it make sense, everybody?
Yeah.
Like, say, for example, let's go back to Andrea again, because she's the one with the Dodger person. Let's pretend you did information in you with number 35, right? And now all of a sudden she asks, hey, do you know Tommy Lasorda? So,
I've seen
yeah,
him, actually. I've actually seen him sit next to Tommy Florida when he went to a couple of basketball games.
Okay. Does that make sense, though? So in other words, she asked for another contact as well. Does it make sense, everybody?
Yes.
Yeah.
And that takes practice to do. But you know, for everybody, time is stood still and we can practice these techniques, you know. But let's see. We're gonna stop with this topic for right now, all right? And let's do this. Let's all log off, and we're gonna log back on at 4:20. Okay, crew?
Hi, Mark.
Okay.
We're back at 4:20. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Take your break, and I'll see you in a bit. Okay, guys?
Sure.
Yeah, then.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye, goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Peace and love.